Short story. I gave water to a wounded Apache girl to save her life, but according to her tribe's law, she is now my wife. Her breathing was so faint I thought she was already gone. I found her at the edge of the canyon, an Apache girl, no older than 20, slumped against a rock, her hands trembling, her lips cracked from dehydration. The desert sun above her was merciless, and the sand around her was stained with blood. And in that moment, I had a choice. Walk away, like many men in those days did when it came to Indian trouble, or kneel down and save a stranger who might not live another hour. I opened my canteen and lifted her head just enough so she could sip the water. Her eyes fluttered open, dark, frightened, but full of something I couldn't name. She looked at me as if she couldn't believe a white rancher had stopped to help her. That moment changed everything. Before I continue this powerful story, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to Legends of the Lost Frontier, where every story reminds us that kindness still matters. The rescue. Her name, I learned later, was Nayeli. At first she couldn't speak. I carried her to my horse, wrapped her in my coat, and took her to an abandoned line shack, somewhere safe, somewhere quiet. Every hour I checked her pulse. Every few minutes I offered water. And every time she opened her eyes, she watched me, confused but hopeful. By dawn, she managed to whisper, "Why, help me." I didn't have a grand reason. No heroic speech. I just told her the truth. Because you needed someone. And I was there. She closed her eyes and cried softly, silently, like nobody had ever shown her kindness before. The arrival of the warriors. 2 days later, I woke to the thunder of hooves. Apache warriors, 6 of them, surrounded the cabin. Their faces were stone, their weapons drawn. I stepped outside with my hands up. I was ready for anything, anger, accusations, even death. But instead, their leader dismounted, looked me square in the eye, and said words I didn't understand. Nayeli stepped out behind me, weak but standing. She spoke to them rapidly, pointing at me, touching her heart. Then the warriors bowed their heads. To me, I had no idea what was happening. The twist. Their leader finally turned to me and said slowly in broken English, "You gave life down to her. Our law says, she belongs to you now. She is your woman." My heart nearly stopped. I wasn't expecting gratitude, but I definitely wasn't expecting that. Nayeli lowered her eyes, shy, nervous, but not unwilling. I stammered. I didn't save her for reward. I just wanted her safe. The old warrior nodded. Kindness is sacred. Our law honors those who give life. Nayeli stepped closer to me, took my hand, and whispered, "If you do not want this, I will tell them." But the way she held my fingers, gentle, trembling, full of trust, I realized something. Somewhere between that first sip of water and the nights I watched over her wounds, something had changed in her and me. It wasn't about law anymore. It was about connection, about 2 people who found each other in the middle of a vast, unforgiving desert. The emotional climax. I looked into her eyes, the same eyes that had once been filled with fear, and I saw warmth, safety, a spark of something new, something hopeful. So I said the words that felt true. You're free to choose your own life. But if you choose to walk it with me, I'll honor you, protect you, and never let you feel alone again. Her smile was small, soft, but it held more meaning than 1,000 words. She nodded, and the warriors, seeing her choice, touched their hands to their chests in respect. The ending message. Nayeli and I built a life on that land, a life born not from law or tradition, but from a simple act of compassion on a scorching desert afternoon. Sometimes kindness doesn't just save another person. Sometimes it saves you too. And in a world full of division, fear, and misunderstanding, maybe the bravest thing any of us can do is what I did that day. Stop, kneel down, give water to someone who can't ask for it, because the ripple of that kindness may just change your life forever.